time for the Praise Report, a media ministry of Heartland Christian Center. Many have been touched physically, spiritually, and emotionally while enjoying the program. And now, here's Pastor John.
I want to talk to you for a minute about the importance of this election coming up November 6th. Now, don't quote me on that. I want to say some numbers, but I'm not a politician. I got a higher calling than that. But I believe there are 435 seats in the House of Representatives. If I make a mistake, some of you fix me up before somebody writes me a letter. Today they do by email. But basically, I don't get any of them kind of letters. I don't. So all of those 435 seats are up for election November 6th. That means the whole Congress could change like that. Right now, the majority of the Congress is Republicans. Here's the rule of thumb, and I think this is right. When somebody is running for the House of Representatives, it's a 2-year term, and every 2 years they got to be voted for again. When somebody's running for the Senate, it's a 6-year term, and every 6 years they have to be voted in or out again. There are 35 seats up for grabs on November 6th. 11 of them are Republican, and the rest of them are by the Democrats or independent. Vote. Don't be one of these people that say, I just vote for the president, I just vote. No, because the president is limited by what he could do by the Congress and the Senate, and it's the 3 stages of government that we have here in America. I know how I'm going to vote. I'm going to vote according to the Bible. The first ones I'm going to vote for in November is the babies. I cannot comprehend partial birth abortion or funding it, and then making a lot of money by selling the body parts, and that affects people's motives. I cannot vote for a weaker military. I cannot vote for somebody who's not going to fully stand with Israel. I'm not going to vote for people that's going to hinder me freely from saying, God bless America, a Merry Christmas. I'm not going to vote for somebody who wants to change or downplay the Constitution of the United States and what it stands for. I can't vote that way. I'm certainly not going to vote for somebody who wants more taxes and open borders or globalism. I'm not going to vote that way. So this election is very, very, very important. Now, to my understanding, in the last 21 midterm elections, only twice did the incumbent president get more votes, gain more support. All the other times, the presidents lost support because here's what a lot of people do. Well, I voted Republican for the president, so I'm going to vote liberal for the Senate and the House, and I am going to be in control of balance. And that's what a lot of people do. So only twice in 21 elections did the incumbent president gain more seats in the Senate, more in the House. Well, you got to ask yourself, what do you want? We're getting treated better on trade right now. A nuclear war with Korea has been held off. Business deals with China and businesses taking their businesses out of America. They're now coming back to America. And we're seeing an increase of jobs for all ethnic backgrounds. We're saying the police having more respect than we did in the last 10 years. We're seeing a lot of good things happen. I want to keep them happening. So I'm going to vote Bible, and I encourage you to do this. Encourage everybody who is eligible to vote. And vote. If you call yourself a Christian, I believe the things that I just said to you were based on Bible. That's why I am not going to vote for anybody who wants to stand for socialism or communism. So I want you to share this with everybody that you can. And if you call yourself a Christian or a God-fearing person, you got to vote Bible. Got to protect this great country, because this country is big brothers to a lot. Even a country right now that is socialism is they're falling apart right now. They're in big, big trouble right now. And even though we don't agree with them, you know what our president said? We still have to help them. We have to find a way to help them. And you know what I pray the way we find to help them is? Get them out of the socialism mentality and let it happen quickly in Jesus' name. You all got that? Socialism don't work. It never did work, at least the communism. I am for smaller government, because I believe that I was created in the image and likeness of God, and I'm a born-again believer that has the mind of Christ, the knowledge of God, wisdom of spiritual understanding. I was preaching someplace up north, because you can't go more further south here except the islands I went to. And there was a young girl standing next to her mother, but I didn't know that, who it was, holding a little baby. The spirit of prophecy came on me, and I prophesied to this child as a miracle child. Everybody was moved on the prophecy I gave that child, and to the mother, and then to the grandmother, but to that child. After the service, they came to me and said how much that word meant, because that baby was born because the girl was raped and she got pregnant. And everybody told her, you can't live with these memories and go through this pregnancy and thinking about how it happened and the horror that you went through. You need to have an abortion. But because of her faith, she chose not to. Whether I have the child and then give it for abortion, which is an option, you know, just like divorce is an option other than murder, or should I raise the child? And I don't know what she felt during her 9 months pregnant, but she knew this: she was not going to have no abortion. She kept the child, and that child has a powerful call on his life. And I know big name ministers in the ministry today that they're alive today because somebody talked their mother out of having an abortion. So there's plenty of options. But partial birth abortion? God forbid. All right, we're out of time. I love you. Pray for this election. Pray for the president. Pray for the Congress. Pray and believe. And we're got some situations in America, but let me tell you what it says in the book of Chronicles. If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and turn from their wicked ways, I will hear from heaven and heal their land. America is in a healing process. Let's go all the way for the glory of God. I love you.